there's a brand new Nintendo Direct coming, and there's only kind of one thing I truly want from this Direct, but I guess I can go over other things that I could possibly expect to see and want from this Direct. It's about an hour long, so there has to be something.
Who's he?
Kentman!
He's not important!
Okay. Hello, gamers and collectors. It's your boy Kentman, and as I said, there is a brand new Direct coming, and here I have my beautiful. Wait a minute. Here we go. We have the Nintendo Direct bingo that I made myself, and we're gonna go through and kind of put some things down along with the chat as I'm doing this live. If you ever want to come and check out the streams live at twitch.tv/Ray Kentman, where, you know, I just like to come to chill and hang out and talk about some stuff. The first thing we're going to put down, I think it's not really a surprise that I'm going to go ahead and put this down at all, but we're going to go ahead and jot it right down to get it out of the way, because you already know how I feel about this franchise, and that is, of course, a brand new spanking Senran Kagura on the Nintendo Switch. It doesn't necessarily have to only be on the Nintendo Switch. I would love for it to be on all platforms, but if they got announced for a Nintendo Switch, that would be amazing. I mean, once you put this down, you don't really need anything else. At least for me, this is the #1 thing I would have. Deep Crimson 2 on the Switch would be amazing. All the games ported to the Switch 2 would be amazing. I mean, I would directly buy a Switch 2 just for Senran Kagura. I'm not gonna lie. I will definitely do that. I think the first thing that I would like to see that I think hasn't happened yet in a while is a new 3D Mario game. I'm expecting to see a brand new 3D Mario game. We're on the Switch 2, so it's a whole new generation of stuff. It is almost expected to see a brand new 3D Mario game. Something that we could definitely expect to happen. Now, is it going to be a brand new Mario Odyssey 2? Could be. Is it going to be a brand new Mario game? I think that's most likely the choice. They haven't really done a sequel since they did Mario Galaxy 2. But since they just did Donkey Kong, and that game is a prequel to Mario Odyssey, they might want to establish on the world of Mario Odyssey a little bit more, and they might do a second game, but it's hard to say if they will do that in general. Another game that I'm going to throw down immediately that we already know that they're going to kind of maybe talk about it, Final Fantasy VII Integrate, because I mean, they've already been showing footage of it. They're probably going to show a little bit more of it, probably like a trailer, a sneak peek of it, and it probably will take up a little bit, just like a little teaser to show like where the game is at this point. Maybe they might not do that, but I have a feeling that they might actually show something more. But even so, we can actually update that to, if they already showed Integrate, they might end up trying to show Rebirth, because that is definitely a possibility too, because they already show Integrate. So there's a possibility that they show Rebirth coming to Switch 2. Because I mean, if they brought out Remake Integrate for Switch 2, it makes no sense that they wouldn't do Rebirth at the same time. So they might actually show a trailer for that as well. Another thing that I think would be pretty cool to see, a brand new spanking Princess Peach Showtime 2. There's a possibility that they might not actually do this, because I don't know how well they thought Peach Showtime did for them, but I really love Princess Peach Showtime 1 as a Princess Peach fan, and I love her so much. I really love that game, and it was a great game. But to have a second game, I don't know. I don't know if they're really feeling that, but it would be nice if they did that. So we're just going to put down a nice, good, shiny 2 so people know what we're talking about. Boom. So now we know that it is a Princess Peach Showtime 2. I think it'd be cool to see a brand new Astral Chain 2. Now, when it comes to Platinum Games, the director for Platinum Games left and went back to Capcom to Clover Studios and made Clover Studios, but there's a possibility that we do get to see a Astral Chain 2, And I think that'd be pretty cool to see. Let's go ahead and just put this here so we all know it is a 2. Astral Chain 2, that would be dope to see. Hopefully it does happen because I feels like the first one was really good. I haven't played it in years, but if they did bring out another one, I think that would be enough for me to buy Switch 2 because I really like Astral Chain 1. We could definitely see either Metroid Prime for new trailer or a release date. They might even shadow drop it for October. That would be kind of crazy to release it in October. That seems like the perfect fitting because, I mean, even though Metroid isn't technically a spooky game, it has some spooky elements in it. We could possibly see a Mario Brothers 2 movie trailer or screenshot at some point in this trailer because they did it before and it was like a little funny, like little joke. So we could definitely see a release of saying that it's going to come out next year or maybe in 2 years or something. I have a feeling that we could possibly see a Mario Brothers 2 movie trailer. Another thing that we could drop down, a new Mario Kart. Let's just go ahead and say possibly see a Mario Kart DLC. It's possible. I mean, the game was pretty popular. I think it's maybe due for maybe a DLC character. Now, if they really want to like keep people on Mario Kart, since Sonic Racing Cross World is coming out this month, if they want to keep people still interested in Mario Kart, they will have to do another Nintendo third-party character, or not another Nintendo character. So maybe like Link, maybe Animal Crossing, or maybe, you know, Donkey Kong's already in it because he's already technically a Mario character. I don't know who they could do, but like they would have to make it something big that make people like, oh, we actually are going to still play Mario Kart when Sonic Racing comes out, which, you know, may or may happen, but like it's hard to say. So I think the next game that I would like to see something for as a cool thing is a brand new Fire Emblem game for Switch 2 specifically. Now, I feels like Switch 1 had 2 Fire Emblem games happen at some point, so it would be cool to see a new Fire Emblem game for Switch 2. That would be a reason for me to get a Switch 2 because I really love Fire Emblem. I really want to revisit playing the 3 houses and Engage at some point before that happens. I can definitely see myself buying that because I really like tactical RPGs. I really like Fire Emblem, and they could tend to have some good fan service in it. It'd be really nice to see. Another thing that would be really cool to see, get a new Monolith Soft game. So I don't necessarily need it to be a new Xenoblade Chronicles game, but I'm just gonna put down the picture just because it's like the easiest thing to do right now. I would love to see a brand new just Xeno game in general. Now, me personally, I would love for them to do a brand new, like, just new world in general, or they would do a port with Xenosaga, because that would be nice to see as a new port on the Switch 2, but they would have to work with Bandai Namco for that. But they worked with Bandai Namco before, so I could definitely see them doing a new one. The true challenge would be getting Xenogears on Switch 2, because then they would have to work with Square Enix, but Nintendo and Square Enix has a good history with each other, I like to believe, and I would love to think that, you know, they could just talk to Square Enix, say, hey, can we get license for Xenogears to bring out a port for the Switch 2 and X amount of money, and then they can make it happen. So we'll definitely put down Kirby. So like this will be mostly Air Riders, but we could put down a new Kirby game in general. But like let's specifically make this Kirby Air Riders DLC or a new character. You know, Splatoon 4 is a good choice, a definitely good choice. So I guess that is a thing. So we could definitely get a Splatoon 4 for Switch in general. I think that would be really nice to see. Splatoon 4, I could definitely see that, and I would actually be hyped for that because I haven't played Splatoon in a long time. I like 3, but it didn't catch me as the first two did. I mean, I just really like Marie and Callie a lot, and I also liked Marina and Pearl. Like the big three was pretty cool, and the content behind it, like the story mode was really good. I enjoyed what I played, but I didn't play a lot of 3, but it would be pretty cool to see. What else could we possibly see that could be here? A new Zelda. For specifically Zelda, it is going to be their anniversary this year. So it would be crazy if we don't see a Zelda game announcement at some point this year. Yes, well, I guess we should, put down Neptunia. Let's say Neptunia 2025, they show it at the Switch 2 presentation. That would be amazing. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. That would make my world if that was the case. You know what? Let's just throw down an Atelier game too. Atelier is kind of like a Switch kind of game. Like a lot of people like playing Atelier games on the Switch. Let's just say, for just shits and giggles, that it could be Yumiya 2. I mean, obviously, they wouldn't really bring out a brand new next Atelier game for next year when they already have 3 this year that came out. That would be insane. But the fact that Kyo Tecmo doesn't know any chill when it comes to bringing out games, we could possibly see them do a new Yumiya 2 for the Switch, or they might announce it on the Switch, because like that would be pretty cool to see. So let's just go ahead and throw that down there too. I love me my Yumiya. I think she was an amazing freaking game, and announcing the second game in this presentation would be pretty cool to see. So another thing that I'm thinking about, what if we saw a new Mega Man Legends? Not a new, well, we would have to get the ports first on Switch 2, but like, what if we got a Mega Man Legends ports on Switch 2? That would be insane, right? I mean, obviously you would want them for other consoles, but a Mega Man Legends would go fucking crazy. I think that would go insane if we had that. What if they did a Capcom Fighting Collections 3, and they have like Tatsunoko versus Capcom in it, they have like Street Fighter 4 in it, they have Cannon Spike or something in it, some crazy shit. Like they could put some crazy shit in there. Obviously, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but they show the previous Capcom Legends. I mean, I keep on thinking Mega Man Legends. They released the previous Capcom Fighting Collections and Marvel Collections in a direct. So there's a possibility that they could do it again. Actually, I want to put this separate from Mega Man just in case, just to add a little variety somewhere else. Let's go. Let's just go ahead and throw that up there. But they could show a new Legends ZA Mega Evolutions, because it seems like they've been doing that pretty often, or it might just show another trailer in general. So let's just go down here and just throw down Pokemon, because I feel like that's a safe bet. A pretty good safe bet that they'll show something Pokemon related. What else could we see? Chat, let's just throw something out. We have 7 more spots. A new Wii Sports. We could definitely see a new Nintendo Wii Sports. Mario Paint game to make an average of the Switch 2 mouse. Ooh, take advantage of the Switch 2 mouse. You are thinking with your brain. That is a pretty good choice. Okay, we could also throw down a new Nintendo GameCube game, because they have been doing a consistent new game for the Nintendo GameCube, and it's a Switch 2 exclusive thing. So they could do a new Nintendo GameCube game. I will say we'll keep the GameCube game in the back pocket real quick, but I definitely think at some point they're probably going to do a new Mario sports game, because we haven't had one recently, and I feels like they will either do baseball or basketball. I mean, I think basketball is always big, but I could definitely see them doing a new port or a new game for Mario basketball. What if they brought Star Fox Adventures to the GameCube, for the GameCube collections for the Switch 2, or just made a sequel? That would be amazing. I would love to see Crystal return, and I just would love for them to visit this concept again, because I actually really liked Star Fox Adventures. I thought it was a really great game, even though the dinosaur could be a little bit annoying at times. I think Crystal was a great addition to the Star Fox crew, and she was super hot, and it would just be nice to see her back. I know that is wild and a wild thing to put, but wait, I don't think it would not be my list if I didn't do that. So we're just gonna put another Atelier game down there just to be on the safe side. How crazy would it be if we threw down a Dead or Alive game? A Dead or Alive. Switch doesn't have Prism yet, so there's a possibility they could do a port for Venus Vacation Prism on Switch 2, which is something that would be cool to see. I don't know, that is a tall order. I know, that is a very tall order, but it wouldn't be our list if it wasn't a tall order. And it wouldn't be a fan service list if we didn't throw down DOA. I think people on Switch deserves to have Prism, because I think that'd just be cool to see. So let's go ahead and throw that down. So now, chat, I'm gonna leave the last slot open for you specifically, and you come up with a game collectively on what you think could be the last game on our prediction list. Yeah, I'm listening. The new Silent Hill. Yeah. I could definitely see them getting a port of Silent Hill 2 on the Switch 2. Ooh, Animal Crossing, that's a pretty good idea. I think Animal Crossing is probably a better choice. New Bayonetta, I doubt they do a new Bayonetta since the director left Platinum Games. I doubt that they do a new Bayonetta, especially since the last one had a lot of controversy and it didn't do that well after waiting so long for it. So I don't know if they're gonna do a new Bayonetta. I would love a new Bayonetta. Like, I would love a new Bayonetta. I mean, this is a pretty solid list though. I'm not gonna say that. Okay, let me go get rid of Yumiya so we can get rid of, this is so wrong. This is so wrong. I don't condone this. In replace of that, I guess we will do Animal Crossing. That is a small picture, but it's okay. We're really sacrificing Yumiya for Animal Crossing, which I do have a feeling that we will get in all honesty, I know it hurts me too, but in all honesty, I do believe that we'll get a brand new Animal Crossing before they announce Yumiya 2 on Switch specifically. I feel like that's something that they'll save for like Game Awards or something bigger. You know, they will probably bring it out for like consoles like PS5 and, you know, Xbox before they bring it out for Switch. Well, they'll bring it out Switch 2 at the same time, but like, you know, that's something that I think they would save for like a bigger thing. A new Animal Crossing could be a good possibility. I think this is a pretty good solid list. And if two of these games, mostly one, gets announced on Friday, I will not only go buck wild, get a shower with my clothes on, and scream so loud that they will have to call the police to see if there's something okay in this house. Because if they announce a freaking Senran Kagura, I'm gonna go fucking buck wild. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's gonna be honest. It will go fucking crazy. With that being said, that is the list. That's my predictions for the Nintendo Direct. This is what we in chat thought we could get for Nintendo Direct. Do you think these predictions are trash, or do you think they're good? Do you think they're not good? What would you put on this list if you had the possibility? Let me know down in the comments down below. And if you again want to see this live at Ray Kentman, twitch.tv/Ray Kentman, that would be awesome for you to come and join us so you can see stuff like this in the future. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching. If you guys would do me a favor by hitting the like button and be a fan of that like button, I would really appreciate that. And remember that fan service is the best kind of service, and I will see you guys in the next chat real soon. Bye me.